Thank you, Sige. And indeed, if we were to call all the nieces, I think they would have a story to tell. I will go ahead and give my tribute. I'm going to read. It's in the program. So today I mourn a man who has impacted my life in so many ways. When we grew up as kids, our dad, Joshua Rugut, would tell us about the achievements of our relatives, and one name always stood out, Dr. Davy Koech, that he was a brilliant scientist who had scaled the heights of education, going abroad for further studies. He would always urge us to work hard, like our learned uncle, who was in the US then, Harvard to be specific. So when I came to college in Nairobi, my desire was to meet this uncle, whom I had heard so much about, and I did. So while in college, I often visited his house, especially on weekends. And the memories of my time there are vivid. Great memories of fun, happiness, and a good life. And you all know when you're in college, and sometimes they serve food that is not so palatable. That would be the day I would go to my uncle's house, because then there would be some great meals being served. I still have a taste of that food in my mouth. So Professor Davy Koech became my parent in Nairobi and shaped every aspect of my life. I have immense respect and admiration for this man whom I simply called Dad. Dad took me into his house when I graduated from college, and he gave me a home and showed me so much love, just like his own daughter. You often called me by my childhood name, Cherono, or simply Mama. Even when I was a grown woman, you would still call me Mama. So I felt so loved and so cared for. I recall when I was posted to Machakos, those days when you graduated, you'd be posted by government to a specific place, and I was posted to Machakos after graduation, but he refused to let me go. And he said, if I let you go, you would be lost. I don't know what he meant. But to me, it meant he cared so much for me, and he wanted to shape my life. Because if I went out there, probably there would be no one to guide me. So you, Dad, wanted the very best for me. You quickly gave me an opportunity to work at Kemri. I admired your wisdom, how you worked, often traveling around the globe and sharing stories of your trips when you returned. I truly, truly admired that, because I would hear about all these countries where he had been. I admired your scientific excellence, brilliance, hard work, and how you built Kemri from the ground to the giant that it is today. I remember the many conversations we had and how I wanted to become a scientist just like you. You wanted to send me to Japan, as you had done for many other scientists in Kemri. Well, that didn't happen. I didn't become an immunologist like you, but I went on to become a cancer epidemiologist, and you encouraged me and supported me all through. And most importantly, you were so proud of me. And I didn't go to Japan because a young man came along, and so I had to decide Japan or become a wife. And I chose to become a wife, and thereafter, of course, a mother. And my dreams for going to Japan did not come through. But I still went ahead to do science, and I believe I made him so proud. Thank you, Dad, for shaping my life, for setting high standards for me, and for the advice you gave us, not only on our careers, but life in general. You showed us what it meant to live a good life, to love and to believe in ourselves. Even in choosing our partners, you gave us advice. You gave us your own childhood stories, and you advise us on even how to choose our partners. I remember when I brought this man that I had met, he was the first person I introduced him to. Dad, you were so proud and you approved him, speaking highly of his family, especially Florence Sang, his sister, who was then, she was deceased, but you told me about Florence Sang, that she was a staff in Cambridge. She was one of your scientists. And there was also Professor Rosemary Sang, who was his aunt, who was also your scientist. And you were so proud of them, and you gave me stories, a lot of stories about Florence and Rosemary. During my wedding, I remember very well, you insisted that I should be picked from your house in Kericho to church. You welcomed my in-laws family into your home. You came to my wedding and you gave me away to my husband with blessings. These are beautiful memories that will always be in my mind, Dad. It is a painful realization that you're gone, that we won't sit and chat again, listen and laugh about your funny childhood stories, or hear about your next big innovations. Time was too short for you, Dad. Time was too short for you here on earth. Your desire was always to find the cure for HIV. And I know you'd have succeeded if you had more time. Thank you for showing me so much love. I am a scientist today because of your encouragement and your mentorship. Your guidance has been the foundation of much of what I've accomplished today, and for that, I am deeply grateful. I will miss you, Dad. I will miss the beautiful moments. I still recall many, I could speak of so many incidences, very beautiful moments, like the trips to Turi to visit Kiprop, Tangus, Cherop, beautiful memories. Like the dinners in UK with Kiprop, I still recall those beautiful memories. We have beautiful memories about our dad. He was loving, he was caring, and he wanted the best for each and every one of us. I hope you children know that your dad loved you so much, and he wanted the best for you, and he gave you the very best. He always believed in hard work. Even though he gave me a job in Cambridge, he never gave me any favors. I remember going to him and saying, Dad, I need a promotion. And he said, go back to school. He just wanted you to work hard and to earn anything, any kind of achievement you needed to earn. He wanted you to earn it. So as we celebrate my dad today, I want to say, Dad, go well. There is no more pain, because you had so much pain, especially in the last few months. You are in so much pain. There is no more pain, Dad. Rest peacefully. You are now reunited with Mom and Chang, and I believe you are at peace. Your legacy lives on. I will never forget you. I will always love you and will strive to make you proud. Fare thee well, my loving Dad, and Korir.